Karnataka's highly ambitious, much-awaited Yettinahole integrated drinking water supply project was inaugurated on September 6th. The stage 1 of the project was initiated by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar. The project was launched in 2014 when the Congress government was in power. It proposes to ease the drinking water woes of 75 lakh people in the 7 drought-prone districts of Karnataka, which include Hassan, Chikkamagaluru, Tumakuru, Kolar, Chickballapur and Bengaluru Rural. However, there have been several concerns surrounding this project, which includes the actual availability of water to ease the drinking water needs, as well as the environmental impact of the project in the Western Ghats region. Let's do a deep dive into this issue with Satish GT, the Hindu's senior assistant editor in the Karnataka bureau. So let's begin by telling the audience what this first stage of the Yettinahole project is about. What does it cover? Who are the beneficiaries, and what are the details of this first phase?
Yeah, what was inaugurated on September 6th, last Friday, was the first stage of the Yettinahole integrated drinking water supply project. As you already mentioned, it is meant for the benefit of the people in the dry or drought-prone areas of 7 districts. The first stage consists of the headworks, and the lift component is in this stage 1. This is the major and very important stage of the whole project. As we all know, the project is intended to carry the water from the west flowing streams of the Western Ghats to the dry areas of the 7 districts. And the major section of the stage 1 consists of constructing weirs, or what we call barriers or barrages. There have been 8 barrages constructed in different locations. So these barrages weirs are to divert the flow of streams, 4 streams particularly, Yettinahole, Kerihole, Hongadahalla and Kadamaneholla.
Yeah.
These 4 streams are being diverted to collect water at different locations. From these weirs, water is pumped to delivery chambers. And that's why every weir has a pumping station.
Yeah.
This is up to delivery chamber 3. The project is the stage 1, what we call stage 1 of the project. This includes laying power cables, power towers, and so far as the second stage consists of laying the gravity canal. After the water reaches Yettinahole, that's a delivery chamber 4, water flows by gravity for about 260 kilometers to reach the benefiting areas. But as now, the canal is not completely ready. Only for about 31 kilometers ready. And now water is already being pumped. To make use of the water, as a temporary measure, water is being diverted to Vanivilasagar after about 31 kilometers from Yettinahole. Now, there is a escape canal. From that canal, water is being diverted to Vanivilasagar. And as you know, pumping stations were switched on September 6th. And there will be pumping water till November 6th. In these 60 days, according to the officers of the Vishveshwaraya Jala Nigam, around 5 TMC of water will be collected at Vanivilasagar, that is located in Hiriyur district of Chitradurga. Hiriyur Taluk of Chitradurga district. This is what I can say about the stage 1.
Okay. And there have been concerns that have been raised about this project. Like I mentioned, first is this question of water availability. Will sufficient water be available for people in these 7 beneficiary districts? And some of these concerns have been raised by people from these districts itself. So can you explain what that issue is?
Yeah, this is interesting. See, people to be benefited are in Chickballapur, Kolar, Tumakuru and Bengaluru Rural, Ramanagara districts. Interestingly, both the people to be benefited and the people where depending on the Netravati river, that's the catchment area where the project is being done. Both the people in both the side are raising doubts whether so much of water is available. As we all know, the project is being designed to carry or lift 24.01 TMC of water from the streams in the Western Ghats.
Yeah.
According to independent experts and experts from the Indian Institute of Science, they have been raising doubts whether so much of water is available.
Hmm.
They argue that the government is projecting that they are getting 24.01 TMC based on the readings collected from the discharge point of the Netravati River at Bantwala, that's in Dakshina Kannada district, which is about 60 kilometers away from the project area.
Okay.
Their argument is that based on the readings of that discharge point, you are assessing the availability in project area. That is not acceptable. Going by the independent studies, what water, the extent of water available in the project area is about 9.55 TMC according to IASC, and even that is that's a figure that's being claimed by independent people who are opposing this project also. Even within that 9.55 TMC, for the local flora, fauna, and the vegetation, a major amount of water is required. After that, only the excess water can be lifted or diverted. Considering these arguments, only the water available for the diversion is too less, according to the environmentalists and people who are being opposing this project. But when we talk to the engineers who are involved in the project, they are of the view that they did a study in the last 10 years since the project was started. According to their understanding, according to their readings, about 19 to 20 TMC of water is average, and an average is available every year. Okay. Even if you consider 19, as per the project design, DPR is designed, out of 24.01 TMC, 14.056 TMC is for the drinking water purpose. Remaining 9.5 is for the to fill up the tanks. There is no shortage for drinking water supply. That's what they're claiming. Even if there is a shortfall, if there is a lean year, we can manage for the drinking water supply. There is no need to worry about drinking water requirements. Okay. Even for the tank supply, even if we get water sufficient to fill up the water tanks once in 2 years, that is enough. That is the supplying water to tanks to recharge the groundwater table. According to their argument, whatever is available is sufficient. We have enough data to support their claim. That is according to their engineers. And as you all know, that Chief Minister has made a statement about this in the inauguration ceremony itself. There is a shortfall of 5 TMC. That's for the first time he made such a statement.
The other, and this has been there from the very beginning as well, is the environmental aspect of this project, of the impact that it will have on the Western Ghats. And this has been time and again brought up by the locals, the environmental experts, everyone. So what are the grounds for these anxieties?
Yeah, since the project was proposed, people from coastal region and the Malnad region, particularly Sakleshpura and neighboring taluks, have been opposed to this. There are serious concerns about their issue. They have raised serious concerns because this is Western Ghats, biodiversity hotspot, and there is rich flora and fauna, and they are worried that there will be a series of impacts on the people depending on the Netravati River or the water bodies in the region. What the people have been saying that if the project is implemented, there will be destruction of forest. That is being done. I mean, they have acquired hundreds of acres of forest, and they're building weirs, they're building pipe, they're laying pipeline. During the course of the work, implementing the project, they will be destructing forest. They will be causing too much of damage to the Western Ghats. This will have a cascading effect. It will have effect on the people in the downstream, those who are depending on the river or people living in that region. See, there have been landslips in 2018, 19, and recently in the last 2 months, in July also. There have been many incidents of landslips. Whenever such instances happen, people get worried. In one incident where the landslip happened near Harley village in Sakleshpur Taluk, that's a location where the pipeline has been laid. Local people staged protests saying that because of the poor work done by the Yettinahole project engineers, that they suffered landslip. The road was cut deep, and there was a disruption to the movement of the vehicles also. Because they are the direct they have been impacted by the work at local level. And moreover, when there is already a question of water availability, and by the end of the day, if you are not taking sufficient water, you will be only damaging the Western Ghats, nothing else. People at the other end will not be benefited, and those who are depending on the rivers in the coastal will also be suffering. And the people in the coastal region are worried that they may, in the long run, they may lose a water body in Netravati itself, because this project is in the catchment area of Netravati. Yettinahole is one of the tributaries to the tributaries of the Netravati. If the diversion is done, finally they will be suffering. They will face shortage of water. That is also one of their concerns. Not only they oppose it, some people went to the National Green Tribunal opposing this project. They argued there in the Southern Bench in Chennai, and the issue went to Principal Bench in Delhi. Finally, after a series of arguments, in 2019, the National Green Tribunal dismissed the petitions and allowed the work to go, because this is a drinking water project. And the government has been claiming that it's a drinking water project, whereas the opponents say that they are giving the name as drinking water only to mislead the people and everybody. Because actually, when they are supplying water to 527 tanks, they're all irrigation tanks. These are all the worries they raised. But however, their petitions were dismissed. Now the project is going on.
So, like you mentioned, CM Siddaramaiah said that they are attempting to tap into more streams in the Western Ghats to, look for, water availability and all that. This is sort of this fuels both the concerns that people are having, the water availability and environmental concerns, because more of the Western Ghats will now be explored for this project. Yes. So, what do you have to say about that?
At the inaugural ceremony, Chief Minister said that he was actually responding to the worries of the people in Kolar and Chickballapur. Even elected representatives from that region have been raising that whether they will get water 24 TMC. CM said, as per the information that he got from the engineers, around 19 TMC of water is available as per the readings of the last 10 years. He said he has asked the officers to conduct a survey whether we can tap some more streams down the Hongadala. Hongadala is the deepest point as per the project now. It's about 729 meters above the sea level. If we go further down, can we tap some more streams and add 5-6 TMC more? I mean, there is a shortfall of 5 TMC. Once again, as I said, people of the region are again worried. One of the activists said that they will be tapping into the tributaries of Maradhara, the river of that region. If they are tapping one more stream or two more streams, that will again impact on the Western Ghats or the biodiversity and forest area. However, there is further down if they tap some more streams, the project is highly dependent on the rain. One of the senior officers of the VJNL told us that we are all depending on Varuna Deva, that's a god of rain. If he blesses, if there is a good rain, there is the project will be benefiting the people. And this is only the monsoon period. This project will be functioning during between June and November. That's why they are highly dependent on rain.
Not just this, the Congress government has been facing issues of fund shortage, and now with this, we just spoke about how the costs have escalated, have been revised a couple of times. Do you think this may become an issue in the completion of the project?
Yes, as I said already, the project compared to the initial at the stage of administrative approval, it was about 8,000 crores. Over the years, it has gone up by 179%. I think now it's 23,000 some crores. When we spoke to the engineers, they said so far, considering by now they've already spent around 16,152 crores. For the gravity canal and other works. So far, it has been spent. Only the remaining is around 7,000 some crores. According to the engineers, that even if the government allocates about 2,000 and odd crores every year in the next 3 years, there will be 7,000 next. Whatever the remaining amount will be released. there will not be a problem for the remaining amount. If we get the amount, I mean, if the agency gets the amount within next 3 years, they will be able to finish it by 27 March 31st. That's the deadline. That is what repeatedly, I mean, both the CM and the DCM are claiming that they will complete the project. That completion of the project means that taking water up to Srinivasapura in Kolar. But anyhow, the officers are of the opinion that they can complete it. If the issues concerned with forest land are addressed at the earlier stage, at sooner, they will go ahead with the project and complete it as per the deadline.
The Congress government hopes to complete the Yettinahole project by March 31st, 2027. Will the project be able to meet its deadline, or will the issues surrounding it cause further delays? We will continue to follow the issue and bring you more developments regarding this. For more such stories and videos, follow The Hindu.